heck is going on here?
I'm good, thank you.
That's false.
North Summit High School. Rick Simon is to referee on court 1, North Summit High School.
Check.
Rebel Volleyball is on.
What a barn burner we have here tonight. Rich leading 16-15, set and match point for the third time. Kendall Staple to serve. Staple down the line. Giles passes up into the net. A Crawford drop in Randolph service ace.
The 2019 season starts a new chapter of Rich High Volleyball as Coach Wendy Lamborn takes the reins and leads the Rebels onto the court.
It's stuffed. Epic recreation block of the game by Eliana Brown.
Crank up the volume and join us for Rich Rebel Volleyball.
Stacy back corner, perfect spot.
On Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
Brown sets high and outside. Hatch hits down the line, back corner, she got it in there. And the Rebels win on a Bear Lake Realty kill from Sydney Hatch.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Come On In of Casper, by Auto Farm Chevrolet, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Plains Tire, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cash Honda Yamaha of Cache Valley, and by mylocalradio.com.
The Eagles barely get to it, but it's stuffed. There's your epic recreation block of the game. Sage Tingy read that perfectly.
And now, Rich High Volleyball fans.
Wallenstein, a laser that hits the top of the net, rolls over the top and in. A fourth service ace in 5 serves by Allie Wallenstein.
Pull on your lucky socks, set your seat to full recline, and get ready to cheer on your Rebels as we head courtside to join the play-by-play voice of the Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Good morning and welcome to the Sevier Valley Center and the day 2 of the Richfield tournament. The Rebels yesterday beat Millard in 2. They beat South Sevier in 2 and took down Milford in 2. Rich comes in as the number 1 team from yesterday's Pool B. And jumping into Pool F today, the Rebels will take on Panguitch this morning and then South Summit at 10:30, followed by a match against 3A, the Grand Red Devils, at 1:30 this afternoon. Grand came out of their pool ranked number 1 from that from pool D. Panguitch was number 2 in Pool C. They lost to North Summit yesterday, beat Carbon and Emory. And South Summit came out of Pool A as the number 2 team. Second to Richfield, they beat Monticello and Delta. Now we've got to jump right into today's match, so with apologies to Rich County 4-H with our normal scene set, the Stacy's Repair Coaches Show, and to Town of Randolph, our sponsor of the pregame show. We'll have to skip through all of those items this morning and jump right into our first set, brought to you by Town and Country, or by Rolene Kennedy, rather, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Chevrolet. I got in here this morning at the doors open. In fact, I snuck in through a back door at 7 a.m., got things set up. By the time I talked with coaches real quick and got ready to roll and figured out some internet issues, boy, here we are at 8:30, and we're just about to get underway. Some starting lineups real quickly, brought to you by the Christopher Staple family, wishing the Rebels the best. The Panguitch Bobcats start number 6, a middle blocker, Kaisa Miller. Number 8, defensive specialist is Lexi Griffin. Number 10, outside hitter, Tana Franson. Number 12, outside hitter, Talia Norris. 13, their setter is Matea Barney. Number 18, middle blocker, Faith Owens. And libero is number 26, Camry Fisher. Panguitch will serve first, and it's the libero, Camry Fisher, serving away from you. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, Rebels receive, set it up. Wallenstein hits cross court. Fisher cannot dig it up. It was a high hit at her head level, and Rich takes a 1-0 lead on Allie Wallenstein's Bear Lake Realty kill. Good start for the Rebels. You can see them on the far side of the court, serving toward you at mylocalradio.com. And this is Allie Wallenstein serving. Received high by Griffin. Back set and slapped across. Tingy with the dig. Cornea high and outside. Stacy hits down the line and cracks it in. Shanked backwards by Talia Norris, and the Rebels lead 2-0. Rebels McKenna Stacy with her first Bear Lake Realty kill of the morning. Rich playing without Eliana Brown. We'll give you the Rebel starters in a moment. Service ace, Crawford Troffin, Randolph. Service ace, Allie Wallentyne down the line. The Bobcats thought it would be out. Lexi Griffin let it go, and it results in a 3-0 Rebel lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebel starters are Wallentyne, Taylor McKee in there for Ellie Brown, and Sage Tingy on the back line. Wallentyne serves. Good pass by Griffin. Set high and outside. Hit into the net. That's a fourth hit to keep it alive. 4-0 Rich leads in this first set, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Up front, Sydney Hatch, J.C. Cornea, and McKenna Stacy. Rebels have one on the bench. That's Tylee Tingy, a freshman for the Rebels. Of course, a JV tournament going on this weekend here at Richfield at the high school. A hit long and out, hitting error. The Rebels lead 5-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Stacy's Repair in volleyball, now the Coaches Show sponsor, which we had to skip through this morning. Griffin's serve received, not a good one. Pass and passed over. Back line, Wallentyne digs. Cornea up front. Hatch touches it into the middle. Kicked by Talia Norris, but not high enough, and the Rebels jump out to a 6-0 lead. Coach Norris takes a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff.
In Rich County, we know that our children are our future. Helping our kids grow into kind, productive adults is a community effort. This is Rolene Kennedy, Auto Farm Chevrolet's Rich County representative, serving my neighbors for more than 20 years. My kids are Rich High School graduates. When you need a vehicle, come and see me, new or pre-owned. I'll always treat you with respect and honesty, the Rich County way. Auto Farm Chevrolet, we're a community-driven dealer. Go Rebels!
Boy, both teams came out of the timeout quick. Panguitch returned it to Rich. Rebels set it up. McKenna Stacy with a crack, deflected by the block, out of bounds. Rich leads 7-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Coach Norris, it was a quick, hey, girls, wake up. They haven't quite yet gotten their first point. Tingy with the dig on a long cross-court hit. Wallentyne passes. Rebels clear it up and over. Norris passes up front. Quick set in the middle. Rebel block is there, but blocks it to the floor, and Panguitch gets its first point on a kill from, it looked like Kaisa Miller, I believe, and it's 7-1. The Rebels lead. Early on, set number one brought to you by Rolene Kennedy on the Station on Main scoreboard. Taylor McKee receives. Cornea high and outside for Stacy. Hits it with the left hand. Dug up to the back corner. Passed over. Wallentyne, high pass, Cornea in the middle for Hatch. Sydney cracks it down. Dug up, passed up front. No. I missed the indication by the official, but it's a point for the Rebels. Must have been a Bobcat in the net, and Rich leads 8-1. Sydney Hatch serving for the Rebels. Back line, passed up front by the libero, Camry Fisher. Set high and outside. McKee digs. Stacy keeps it alive, but the Rebel third touch is into the net, too low. And the Bobcats get the point. 8-2, Rich leads on the Station on Main scoreboard. Zoom this camera in just a touch if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Get you a better view, I think, I hope. Service by the Bobcats. Rebels set it up. Stacy's hit. Tips off the top of the net and to the floor. Bear Lake Realty kill. Number 3 of the match for McKenna Stacy, and Rich leads 9-2. J.C. Cornea serves, received by Tana Franson, high and outside. Talia Norris, the southpaw, swings into the Rebel block, and it's deflected out of bounds. 9-3, Rebels with the lead over the Panguitch Bobcats here in set number one. Got to go back a bit and thank Town & Country Realty, the sponsor of our beginning serve from each set. Pam Cornea, selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho, 435-779-0012. Rebel attack low into the net. A hitting error gives Panguitch the service. 9-4. Rich leads. Service from Barney. Rebel serve, receive, shanked off to the side. A service ace for the Bobcats, and they climb to within 4. Rebels had a 7-0 lead, but the Bobcats have cut that to a 4-point deficit, 9-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Serve received by Rich up close to the net. McKee able to keep it alive and pass it over. High and outside. Norris hits through the Rebel block and out, 9-6. That's one of those spots where Ellie Brown would serve well. as she is the second leading blocker on the team. She and Kendall Staple, 33 and 32 blocks apiece coming into the weekend. So Brown right up there near the top, and the Rebels without her today because of the ankle injury. Rebels set it up, hit, deflected, and dug up. Tingy passes high. Cornea high and outside for Stacy. McKenna hits a bit low into the net, 9-7. Bobcats on a monstrous run here. It's a 4-0 run, and they've outscored Rich 6-2 over the last couple of minutes here in this first set, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Serve receive. Cornea sets high and outside. Stacy taps it into the middle. Fisher digs, set up, and Franson hits, deflected by the block. Wallenstein punches it to keep it alive. Cornea keeps it up, and Taylor McKee bounces it over. Quick back set to the right side, hit. Wallenstein digs way out of bounds. It's beyond the net, and that's a point to the Bobcats. 9-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard after Matea Barney got that hit, and Rich takes a timeout. We'll take one as well in this first set, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. A timeout is brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. Here on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on mylocalradio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, the Wilson Ranch in Randolph. Good luck, Rebels, from Dale, Kim, Kyler, and Casey. Remember, the harder you work, the more good luck you'll have. And by Argyle Ranch Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply, a custom shop specializing in leather and wood goods, with a farm feed and supply store to boot. Proudly supporting the Rich Rebels, the Argyle Ranch Saddle and Boot, Feed and Supply Store.
27 degrees this morning here in Richfield, Utah. Feels like 27, but of course in the gym, nice and warm. Wallenstein serve receive. Boy, that was a tough serve, and the Rebels clear it up and over. It's passed up front, set high and outside for Talia Norris. Rebels struggling in this Panguitch rotation. Rich pushes it back across. McKee on the dump set. Again to Norris. Taps it into the hole of the Rebel defense. And Panguitch ties the score at 9. A 6-0 Bobcats run after the Rebels led 9-3 earlier. Bobcats serving. Matea Barney. Stacy receives. Pass up front. Cornea has to pass it backwards, and Staple slaps it across. Received by Stowe, set up. Stowe hits from the middle, and Tingy digs. Rebels set it up. Stacy hits back line and drops it in the corner, right on the back line. McKenna Stacy with the Bear Lake Realty kill, her fourth already of the match. And Rich retakes the lead, ends a 6-0 Bobcats run. Stacy serves. Franson passes, high and outside to Norris. She'll push from the back 10-foot line. McKee high and outside for Wallenstein. Alley's hit, dug up, set right side, hit down the line. Tingy lunges and pulls up a comprehensive family dental dig. Wallenstein hits, Bobcats dig. Norris taps it to the back line. Rebels deflect it and keep it in the air, but not long enough. Tied at 10 after that Panguitch kill. Well, that was a long, tough rotation. We'll see if that becomes an issue again when that rotation comes back around. Rebels serve, receive. Wallenstein dives into her bench to keep it alive, but cannot get a good enough pass. And Panguitch takes its first lead of the match, 11-10 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels led 7-0, but the Bobcats have climbed back in and taken a lead. Lexi Griffin serves. Good pass from Stacy. Wallenstein hits it hard right into the block. 12-10, Bobcats up by 2. Coach Norris tells Griffin where he wants her to serve. She's right down in front of you. She'll come into your screen at the middle of the court and serve a running jump serve with the right hand. Staple, good pass. Cornea high and outside, but a miscommunication. McKee had come in. Cornea served it out to that outside where normally Ellie Brown would hit from the right side, and McKee couldn't get back in time to get there. So 13-10. Beautiful service. Stacy able to serve, receive, and Wallenstein slaps it across. High and outside, big hit. Rebel block. Staple just keeps it in the air and then pushes it back across to the Bobcats. Norris slaps it into the Rebel block, deflected out of bounds, 14-10. Rebels led 7-0. Since that point, the Bobcats have outscored Rich 14-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Set number 1 brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Strong serve. Tingy's received. Shanked. Rebels keep it alive and slap it over. Good punch by Stacy. Set up, and Norris hits it down the line and just out. Coach Norris thought it was in. I'm looking right down that line, and it looked out from my vantage point. And the Rebels finally get the side out. Serve receive on the back line. Passed high, passed up, and passed over. Cornea, quick little dig. Wallenstein touches it across. Griffin passes or sets high. Norris hits. Rebels keep it alive. No, they had to lift it to keep it in the air. 14, make it 15-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. And since Rich took a 7-0 lead in this first set, it's been all Bobcats. A 15-4 outscoring. Cornea right at the net, sets into the middle. Hatch hits, blocked, tapped up, and Tingy keeps it alive and passes it over. Pushed, set into the middle. Tingy digs, wrong direction over the Rebel bench, 16-11. Rebels having a hard time getting out of this rotation, and they finally maybe have with Kaisa Miller serving. No, that's Talia Norris. Rebel serve receive way up high, passed up front, and Hatch gets a nice little touch attack, but the Bobcats dig it up, set and hit, down the line, deflected by the block to the floor. 17-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. And Rich takes another timeout. We'll take another quick one as well on the Station on Main scoreboard. It's Panguitch 17, Rich 11. Here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. Back, coming out of that T7 Propane in Woodruff timeout. And Panguitch with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard and the service. Talia Norris. McKee receives, Cornea passes, and Stacy passes over. Rich didn't get a good pass and didn't get a good attack subsequently. Hit through the Rebel block to the floor, 18-11. Bobcats pushing out. Rebels led 7-0 to start this Rolene Kennedy set number 1, but since then it's been all Bobcats. They've outscored Rich 18-3 since that 7-0 lead. Cornea sets in the middle. Hatch hits, deflected, and dug up by Lexi Griffin. Back set, right side, hit. Rebels block and keep it alive. Cornea high and outside for Wallenstein. AWOL crushes it cross court and drops it in. A Bear Lake Realty kill, the second of the match for Allie Wallenstein. And Rich gets the side out, the kill, the hit, the point it needs. 18-12, Rebels trail. A critical point here. Ball got lost down in the tunnel somewhere. Finally retrieved and rolled back to Rich. Rebel service by Taylor McKee. Set up, slap McKee, or no, that's Stacy with the dig, but Rebel in the net apparently. 19-12, Bobcats push out to a 7-point lead. Rebels need a quick side out here. This is a critical moment. If Bobcats get another point or two, it'll be probably too many for Rich to come back from. Cornea sets high and outside. Wallenstein crushes it big time. Fisher, nice dig. Set high and outside. Down the line, in there. Stacy dove to the corner, but couldn't come up with the comprehensive family dental dig. And, boy, not having Eliana Brown right now with yesterday's ankle injury. She got an x-ray. It's not broken, but, boy, it hurts. You could see her visibly, very visibly, limping on it. Fisher serves. Rebels set it up and go high and outside. Wallenstein hits down the line through the block, deflected by Norris. Bear Lake Realty kill number 3 of the first set for Allie Wallenstein. Rich trails 20-13, and Allie set to serve. Could use a Crawford Trough and Randolph service ace. Doesn't get it as Griffin passes high. They set it up high and outside. Hit into the net. Rebels apparently got a hand on it as well. A 50-50, and Sydney Hatch taps it down for the happy birthday Bear Lake Realty kill. 20-14. Rebels trail by 6. Wallenstein serves again. Rich in the road blues, serving straight toward us, and a first service error of the set gives Panguitch a 7-point touchdown lead, 21-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebel football team, speaking of touchdowns, lost last night at Duchesne, 52-0 the final score. Cornea sets a back set. Hatch touches it with a two-handed touch across. Norris sets high and outside. Rebel dig into the net that divides the two courts. Cornea just couldn't play it off that net, 22-14. Bobcats cruising. Tana Franson back to serve. And she delivers with the right hand. McKee, good pass, Cornea high and outside for Stacy. Crushes it. Fisher with the dig, out of bounds, but kept alive and slapped over. Wallenstein, good pass. Cornea, quick back set for Hatch. Hit blocked. Stuffed by Kaisa Miller. One of last year's, I think she was a first-team All-State player for the Panguitch Bobcats, which took the 2A or the 1A title a year ago. Tingy serve receive. Good pass, Cornea set, and Stacy's touch attack into the block. She couldn't dig it up. 24-14 set point Bobcats. Rebels jumped out to a 7-0 lead, but it's been all Panguitch since then. Service from Tana Franson on the set point. McKee receives, Cornea back set, Hatch slaps roll attack, dug by Norris. Hit is wide and out by the Bobcats. 24-15. Rebels stave off the loss for the moment. Sydney Hatch serving towards you at mylocalradio.com. Leads the team in service aces. Doesn't get one this time. Hit down the line. Rebels dig, and McKee passes it over the net. Bobcats set up. Just a nice soft touch. Rebel pancake dig. No, not in time. Bobcats take the first set, 25-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. This first set has been brought to you by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Chevrolet.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center, where the Rebels took a 7-0 lead on the Panguitch Bobcats to start set number 1. But from that point on, Panguitch outscored Rich 25-8. Rebel block not where it needed to be. The attack inconsistent. And Panguitch won 25-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Kendall Staple will serve away from you. And a little bit right to left on mylocalradio.com, our vantage point here from the Sevier Valley Center. I think we got a good view from up above on the east side of the concourse area, I guess is what you'd call it here at the Sevier Valley Center. Second set just about to get underway. The first serve of the set is brought to you by Town and Country Realty. Pam Cornea selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Bobcats return it. Not a great attack. Rebels set it up. Hatches hit, deflected, blocked right back to Rich, but out of bounds. And Rich, for the second straight set, takes a 1-0 lead. The second set is presented by Town of Woodruff. If we get to a third set, it'll be brought to you by Rich County Government. Service ace brought to you by Crawford Truff in Randolph. Kendall Staples' serve clips the top of the net, rolls to the floor. And Rich leads 2-0. Staples serves again. Serve receive shanked off to the side. Kept alive by Franson and pushed over. Rebels dump attack. Bobcats hit it right back. Rebels set it up. Wallenstein hits and Fisher digs from the right corner. Set up, hit down the line off the top of the net. Cornea digs and Rich sets it up high and outside. Wallenstein's hit too long and out to the back line. 2-1. Bobcats within a point and with the service on the station on main scoreboard. Tingy receives. Good pass. Cornea high and outside for Wallenstein. A-Wall hits it long and out. We're tied at 2. Excuse me. Well, Duchesne with the win last night over Rich in football. Beaver beat Millard, and I think Milford held on against Parowan. I'll have to look up some scores later. Hatch with a nice little touch attack for the Bear Lake Realty kill. And Sydney Hatch has 3 Bear Lake Realty kills so far in this match. Rich leads 3-2 on the station on main scoreboard. Taylor McKee serving. Called up after Ellie Brown was injured yesterday. Big time hit. Kaisa Miller. Poof, she got some good power on that one. Nice set. Block didn't quite get there in time, and she was just left free reign to crush it. 3-3 We're tied, and Miller back to serve for the Bobcats. Tingy receives. Stacy passes, and McKee passes over. Fisher, high pass, set. Norris hits. Rebels deflect the block, and a couple of different Rebels kind of looked at it like, are you going to get it? No, you get it. Nobody gets it. Miller serves again with Panguitch leading 4-3 on the station on main scoreboard. Bobcats in the mostly whites, Rebels in mostly blues. Set up in the middle. Hatch hits, blocked, digs. And Rebels set it back up outside. 2 touches on the set from Cornea. 5-3. Bobcats lead by 2 on the station on main scoreboard with Miller serving again. Toward us at mylocalradio.com. Pretty serve. A lot of movement on that thing. You could tell as it was served straight toward us. And a service ace for the Bobcats. Staple looked like she was right in position, but then that ball took a late jive to the right, and she just couldn't get a good pass. Cornea, a lot of hustle to keep it alive, and McKee passes it over with 2 hands. High and outside, Norris hits down the line. McKee digs. Nice deflection by the Rebel block. Set up, Wallenstein slaps it across. Easy dig for the Bobcats. Touched across. Staple, the lunging comprehensive family dental dig. Hatch hits, blocked, punches it back over. Set up at the net. Hatch goes up and taps it down with the left on a happy birthday. Bear Lake Realty kill for Sydney Hatch, her 4th of the match. She and McKenna Stacy each have 4 Bear Lake Realty kills in this match against Panguitch. First thing Saturday morning. Wallenstein serves, lunging dig, serve receive. Staple passes, a double touch, I believe, is the call against Panguitch. I didn't see the official's indication. You get so many whistles here in these 4 courts, it's tough to know when the whistle is on your court, when it's on another. Wallenstein serves long and out. A service error puts Panguitch back up by 2, 7-5 on the station on main scoreboard. Set 2 brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Saby, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Ken Stewart, and Jason Peterson with Secretary Lisa Bell. Mateo Barney, the setter, serving. Stacy receives. Cornea back set for Hatch. Sydney touches it across. Easy dig for Miller. Set high and outside. And the Rebels block it. That was high to the right side. And McKenna Stacy there for the epic recreation block of the game. Stacy, the athleticism, the quickness, got up high for the stuff. Sydney Hatch serves. Not a great pass. Set right side. Down the line. Hatch digs. Cornea high and outside, and Stacy cracks it cross court. Norris digs for the Bobcats. She gets set up. Hits over the Rebel block. Deflected back beyond the back line. 8-6, the kill for Talia Norris. Good height. Norris also a southpaw. She's a tough one, and she'll hit from either side. Left side, right side, doesn't matter. Got a good swing. Rebels serve receive. Stacy high and outside for McKenna Stacy. Hits off the block, deflected high and dug by the Bobcats. They'll set it up for Norris, and she splits a couple Rebel defenders. McKee and Cornea right there, both, well, I should say neither could quite get underneath it. Cornea lunged out, but no comprehensive family dental dig there. Our camera brought to you by Bear Lake Realty today. Serve receive, Tingy. Stacy passes, and Wallenton just clears it up and over. Back set, Norris from the left side. Rebels stuff it. Norris digs it up and over and out. 9-7. Rebels within 2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Bobcats outscored Rich 25-8 after the Rebels had taken a 7-0 lead in the first, and Panguitch won the first set 25-15. Set up, hit down the line. Cornea digs for Rich. Dump set by McKee. Bobcats ready for it. Set it up for Norris. Diving comprehensive family dental dig by Cornea. Bobcats keep it alive and pass it long and over. Stacy had a chance on a happy birthday, but just misplayed it with the right hand. 10-7 on the Station on Main scoreboard. I like that idea by Stacy because Panguitch was scrambling and not really in position if Stacy can get even a decent touch on it. Cornea high and outside for McKenna. Blocked right back over her head to the floor. 11-7. Panguitch leads on the Station on Main scoreboard. Talia Norris serving for the Bobcats. She's serving toward you at mylocalradio.com. Nice floater serve. No rotation. Cornea passes into the middle, and Staple slaps it across. High and outside, Bobcats go. Tana Franson hits, and the Rebels' diving dig attempt not in time. 12-7. Norris will serve again. Rebels with Tingy, Wallenton, and Stacy set to receive the service. Rich needs a side out. Norris serves. Stacy, decent pass. Cornea high and in the middle. Staple hits, and Norris can't dig it up. Nice Bear Lake Realty kill for Kendall Staple. I believe that's her first of the match. Bear Lake Realty, the highest volume and most experienced realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. Service by McKenna Stacy. Set high and outside, or high and right side, rather. Hit, Rebels dig. Set it up again for Staple. Hit to the back left corner from Rebels' standpoint, but she misfired and hit it wide. 13-8. Bobcats with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard, and Camry Fisher, the libero, serving. Tingy receives. Cornea high and outside for Wallenton. AWOL crushes it. Fisher digs into the net that divides court 1 and 2. 13-9. Wallenton with her fourth Bear Lake Realty kill of the match. Set number 2 is brought to you by Town of Woodruff. Bobcats took the first set. Rebels down 13-9 in set 2. High and right side. Hit back corner. Tana Franson just found the spot. She looped it up over Wallenton, and McKenna Stacy on the back line couldn't quite get there in time. It was a quick little loop of a kill. And Franson, after the kill, now serves. Tana delivers. McKee passes. Cornea in the middle. Hatch hits, deflected and kept in the air off the block by Miller. Set and pushed over. Wallenton digs. Double touch on the set. Gives Rich the point. 14-10 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Panguitch double touched it. Taylor McKee serving. She had to be called up after Ellie Brown's injury yesterday against South Sevier. Came out of the stands to join the varsity team. Hit from, I think it was Kaisa Miller, or Tana Franson, is long and out. 14-11 on the hitting error. Rebels trail by 3. Second set brought to you by Town of Woodruff. McKee serves just long and out. Miller at the last second, or Franson rather at the last second, just pulls her arms back and lets it go by. Perfect awareness from Franson. Gary McKee retrieves the ball that bounced into the bleachers. And Lexi Griffin serves. McKee with the pass. Cornea back set. 10-foot line is McKenna Stacy with a jump attack. Dug up nicely. Franson hits. Rebels stuff at Epic Recreation block. Tipped back, and Bobcats just keep it alive and push it over, or bounce it over. In the middle, Hatch hits back line. Good dig. It's high and outside. Norris taps it across. Rebels keep it alive. Cornea high and outside for Wallentine. Flat-footed attack with the right hand. Fisher digs. High and outside. The Bobcats go to Franson again. Tingy with a nice comprehensive family dental dig. Rebels set it up again from the 10-foot line. Stacy, good crack, but the Bobcats dig it up. Norris pushes across. Tingy. Cornea back set for Hatch. Sidney hits it. A roll attack that just clears the net. Bobcats dig it up. Norris had Stacy going right. Norris hit back to Stacy's left and dropped it in for the kill. So the Bobcats lead 15, make it 16-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard with Kaisa Miller. Nope, Lexi Griffin serving. No, that was Miller. Rebels pass it over. 2 touches on the set from Rich. 17-11, Bobcats lead. Critical moment in set number 2, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Service just clears the net. McKee, nice pass. Cornea sits in the middle. Hatch hits, blocked. Sidney keeps it alive. Rebels tap, and a 4th hit is what got it over. 18-11. Bobcats lead on the Station on Main scoreboard and have the service. Griffin serves. McKee's pass over and out of bounds. 19-11. Second service ace of the set is all for the Bobcats. Rebels with 1 Crawford Trough and Randolph service ace here in the second set, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Serve again. Tingy dives out to serve, receive, and keep it alive, and McKee passes it over. Set, quick one in the middle. Stacy's there for the pass or the set. Pushed up and over, and the Rebels do get the point. I think a Bobcat was in the net. The Rebel attack was a Ali Wallentine Bear Lake Realty kill, but I don't think she'll get credit for the kill since a Bobcat was in the net. Wallentine serves. Could really use a Crawford Trough and Randolph service ace, and we get it. The serve receive, shanked up, hits the antenna as it crosses the net, and Rich climbs to within 6. 19-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Wallentine serves again. Pass high into the middle. Lunging set by Barney, and Wallentine digs. Rebels set it up in the middle. Hatch taps it across. Fisher with a nice dig from her knees. Set it up for Norris. Hit down the line. Deflected, and McKee digs. Cornea back line. 10-foot line. Wallentine slaps it across into the middle. Set high and outside. Norris hits again down the line. This time too long and out. A hitting error brings Rich to within 5. 19-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard. With Wallentine serving. A-Wall serves low into the net. Could have really used a Crawford Trough and Randolph service ace. Instead, a service error puts Panguitch up by 6, 20-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Stacy receives. Cornea back set for Hatch. Sidney hits long and out. Deflection, no. 21-14. Bobcats again up by a touchdown. They had the same score. We've gotten there a much different way than we did in the first set, but here in the town of Woodruff second set, the Bobcats lead 21-14. Stacy receives, Tingy, and then Cornea passes it over. Quick set in the middle, hit, clips the top of the net, rolls over the top, and Kaisa Miller with the kill, 22-14. Bobcats lead. Rebels take a timeout. We'll take a quick T7 Propane and Woodruff timeout as well here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation of Rich High School Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by these Rebel Sports Boosters, LSR Refrigerated, and the Wallentines in Garden City. Darren, Tricia, and the entire Wallentine clan wish the Rebels good luck. And by CAD Answer Technical Services, proudly supporting the Rich Rebels. The staff at CAD Answer Technical Services wish the Rebels good luck on the field, on the court, in the classroom, and in life.
Go Rich Rebels!
Matea Barney, they call her Taya. Serves. Tingy receives. Rebels set it up high and outside. Stacy with the swing, and Bobcats dig it up. Norris from the high and outside. Swings, hits it into the net. And a Bear Lake, or a hitting error, brings the Rebels within 7. 22-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Sidney Hatch serves. Good pass. High and outside. They set for Norris. Hit cross court long and out. Did the Rebels deflect? No. 22-16. I didn't think they did, but I had to make sure and watch the official to get that indication. Rebels need 3 or 4 more in a row at least. Hatch serves, and Norris shanks it backwards. Bobcats keep it alive for the moment, but can't tap it over. 22-17, not quite a Crawford Trough and Randolph service ace for Sydney Hatch, but close, and a Rebel point. 22-17, Rebels trail. Hatch serves, again shanked backwards. That one is a Crawford Trough and Randolph service ace. 22-18, momentum shifting just a little bit. If Rich can get 3 or 4 more, they could keep that momentum going and still have a chance in this Town of Woodruff second set. Hatch serves. Rebels lost the first, 25-15. Set up in the middle, tapped. Hatch bumps it back over and to the corner. A Bear Lake Realty kill for Sydney Hatch. Perfect awareness for the senior, who picks up her 5th Bear Lake Realty kill of the set, of the match rather. Hatch serving again with Rich trailing by 3. Norris receives, good pass, back set. Tap down the line and out. Brianna Stowe, middle blocker / outside hitter / right side, misfires, and the Rebels climb to within 2. Rich on a 6-0 run following that timeout. They trailed 22-14. Sydney Hatch checks out. Oh, they gave a point to the Bobcats there. I missed what happened, but the point went to Panguitch, and the Rebels trail 23-19. Bobcats serve. Rebels set it up. Staple hits. It's deflected, dug high and backwards. 23-20. So Rich gets the quick side out. It was a 5-0 Rebel run, a 6-1 run, and Rich needs 3 more here. Boy, it would be nice to get 5 more. Coach Barney takes a timeout. Coach Norris takes a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. Brought to you by T7 Propane here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When shopping for a vehicle, it's important to have a good selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. It's also important to have a knowledgeable salesperson that listens, a finance team that helps you get the payment that matches your pocketbook, and a smart office staff that makes sure all the paperwork is done right. You can always rest assured knowing that our whole team is working for you. Auto Farm Chevrolet. Stop in today. We're a community-driven dealer.
JC Cornea serves. Bobcats set it up. Norris is hit, deflected, pushed back over by Cornea on a dump set. Set high and in the middle. Stuffed! Epic recreation block of the game by Kendall Staple. Couldn't have come at a better time. Her first block of the match, I believe, 23-21, a candidate for your McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the Game. Passed and passed over. Rich needs a kill. McKee sets it up in the middle. Staple hits. It's deflected and dug. High and outside. Norris taps it into the middle. Tingy dives. A comprehensive family dental dig. Not quite high enough. 24-21 set and match point. Remember, here at these tournaments, they just go best 2 out of 3. Stacy receives. Cornea passes high. Staple turns and slaps it across. Bobcats dig, set it up high and outside, hit down the line. Cornea lunges for a comprehensive family dental dig, keeps it alive, and Tingy passes it over. Ball into the Rebel side of the court, and they'll stop play and reset. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, as Talia Norris drops back to serve, looking for the match point with the service coming toward us. Tingy checks into the game, the Rebel libero, and gets set to receive this service from Talia Norris. They go right at Tingy. She makes a nice pass. Cornea doesn't have to move, sets it up. Stacy hits cross court. Norris digs. High and on the back line. Passed over. Wallenstein, perfect pass up front. Cornea high and outside again for Stacy. Hits hard. Deflected by the block. Norris digs. A Bobcat went down and comes up limping. Kaisa Miller maybe came down on a teammate's ankle. It's a Rebel point, but the bigger concern for sure for both teams is Kaisa Miller's ankle. Ellie Brown went down on a similar play yesterday and is likely out for a couple of weeks. Miller's, I'm not going to speculate any further. She's limping. They've called a timeout. They're taking a look at her. She's walking around a little bit. Coach Norris says, "Can you walk it off?" She says, "I'm good, Coach." You can definitely see the tenderness, but Kaisa looks like it's not severe enough to take her out of the match. She jogs a little bit into her position, still in some pain. You can see that on her face, but it looks like she'll stay in the match. Rebels trail by 2. Stacy serves, passed and set high right side, hit into the net. Rebels still alive, 24-23, still match point. Rebels have scored 2 straight with Bobcats at match point. Rebels need at least 1 more. This one's over. Stacy serves, stays in, passed high, quick back set, hit. Stacy with the comprehensive family dental dig. Cornea high and outside. Wallenstein slaps it over to the back middle. Passed, set, and hit back right side. Stacy with the diving dig. Cornea keeps it alive, and Tingy passes it over. It would have been out, but the Bobcats play it, luckily for Rich. Push to the back line. Stacy pass up front. Perfect pass. Cornea high and outside. Wallenstein hits. Dug by Fisher. Set, a quick set into the middle. Tipped over. Cornea digs. McKee passes, and Staple pushes or slaps it to the back corner. Back line, rather. Set high, hit down the line, it's out! And the Rebels have tied it at 24 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Whew, long rally. Biting my nails here. And the Rebels have tied it, have a chance in this Town of Woodruff second set. Rebels lost the first 25-15. Set high, right side. Rebels block it and keep it alive. Dug up over and out. 25-24. Set point, Bobcats with the service. Camry Fisher. She served to start this match out, and the Rebels got a quick side out, went on a 7-0 run in the first set, but they lost that first set and trailed 25-24. Set match point for the Bobcats. Rebels pass it over. Norris, good pass up front. Quick set in the middle. Hit, dug by Cornea. Rebels set it up in the middle. Hatch, back corner. No, that was Staple with the Bear Lake Realty kill. And the Rebels got a big-time Bear Lake Realty kill from Kendall Staple to tie the score at 25 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Kendall Staple drops back to serve. Looking for a Crawford Trough and Randall service ace. Doesn't get it. Talia Norris with a nice serve receive. Set up. Big hit. Big dig by Stacy. Set, and Wallenstein punches it over. Bobcats dig. Tap it over. Rebels set it up again. Wallenstein hits. Cross court. 2 Bobcats collide as they dive to dig it up. Set. Hit. Too long and out. The Rebels lead 26-25 on the Station on Main scoreboard. And Coach Norris takes a timeout. Rebels celebrate with a set point in the Town of Woodruff second set. The Rebels have come from behind. They trailed 24-21. Scored 4 of the next 5 points to keep things going. And Rich has the set point in set number 2, trying to force a Rich County government third set. This Town of Woodruff second set is brought to you by Mayor Scott Sabie, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell. Timeouts, we'll keep it right here. Our timeouts are brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff for all your propane needs. 435-793-4208. Again, our apologies to our pregame sponsors, including Town of Woodruff, the Rich County 4-H, Stacy's Repair, and starting lineups by Christopher Staple family. Also, we had to just jump right past the Town of Laketown Ledger. Kendall Staple serving set point in set number 2, and she misfires way long to tie the score at 26. Just the 4th service error of the set for Rich. Ties the score at 26, and Bobcats of Panguitch have the service. Tana Franson to deliver. Straight towards you at mylocalradio.com. Franson delivers. McKee, decent pass. Cornea dump set into the middle of the Bobcat defense, and they dig. Set it up in the middle. Not a good set. Rebels block. That might have been a 4th hit, but no. It looked like it from here. I missaw that. Wallenstein hits cross court, back corner. Bear Lake Realty kill for AWOL, and she goes AWOL with the crush. 27-26, back to a set point. No, they cap it at 27. Rebels win set number 2, brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Sabie, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell. We're on to a 3rd set when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Kendall Staple. Thanks for tuning in to Rich High Volleyball on KADQ FM 98.3 and mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
When you enter the city limits of the Town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to a place with the coldest temps and the warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness knowing a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Sabian, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Ken Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Go Ridge Rebels!
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
the best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live. Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all to go on-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your adventure at epicrecreation.net. After the Rebels lost the first set 25-15, the hope was to force a Rich County government third set, and the Rebels did just that, coming from behind to win set 2, 27-26. Just got a text from bro. Rob Leifson says, and I think this was his inflection on the text, sweet! You can just picture Rob saying it just like that. Rob, I'm glad you're tuned in this morning. Shout out. Service by Matea Barney. Bobcats get the serve to start this Rich County government third set. Wallenstein hits. Norris digs with one hand, and the Rebels slap it right back. Bobcats set it up again. Norris from high and outside slaps it in. Rebel deflection on the block gives the Bobcats a 1-0 lead. Rich took 1-0 leads in the first and second set. Went on to lose the first and win the second. Stacy receives. Cornea sets in the middle. It's stuffed, but she digs it right back up. Wallenstein pushes it across. Bobcats dig high and outside. Norris again touches with the left hand, and the Rebels dig. Stacy pushes, and Cornea dump sets. Passed out to the right side. High and out. Rebels just dug it up and pushed it back over. Bobcats set it up again on the right side. Tingy with a diving comprehensive Femley Dental dig. High and outside for Norris. Bobcats go with the hit, and Stacy digs. Back line from the 10-foot line. Stacy hits again. Dug up by the Bobcats. Set again by Norris. Diving dig by Cornea. Over and in. Bobcats thought it would drop out. Somehow Cornea dropped it in for a diving comprehensive Femley Dental dig, a kill, and a precision play of the game brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services. Service ace into the net. 2-1, Bobcats on top. Cornea, boy, what a touch on that diving, lunging dig to get it up, over, and in on the line. 2-1, Bobcats lead, and Panguitch has the service. Tingy serve receive, shank to the side. Stacy touched it one more time, but didn't control it. An ace. Again, they cap the sets at 27, and set 3 is best of 15. So this is already just 3-1. Panguitch with the lead, already a critical moment. You get up by 4 or 5 points, it's going to be too much. Stacy receives. McKee hustles and keeps it alive. Tingy keeps it in the air, but doesn't get it over on the third touch. And, boy, Rebels have got to get a side out here and then score a point or two. 4-1, Bobcats lead. Set number 3, brought to you by the Rich County government. Rebels with a championship cause. Service received. That was Lexi Griffin on the serve. Rebels set it up. Wallenstein hits. Yes! Into the block and deflected away and out of bounds. 4-2. Allie Wallenstein with her 6th kill of the match. She leads the Rebels so far in this match against Panguitch. McKee serves. Good serve receive is over, an overpass. Rebels set it, and Wallenstein hits cross court. Dug high, bounced, and passed over. McKee, good pass. Cornea, high and outside again for Wallenton. Awal hits low into the net. 5-2, hitting error. Wallenton and Stacy, the two leading killers on the team. Hatch also above 100 kills. Stacy 30th in the state with 167 coming into the weekend. Wallenton had 134 coming in. Hatch hits on Cornea's quick set in the middle, and Sydney with the 6th Bear Lake Realty kill of the match for her. 5-3. She hit it hard to the back line, and the defense couldn't dig it up. 5-3. Rich trails. Allie Wallenton serves. Pretty serve. Tough receive. Not a great pass, and the Bobcats just slap it over. Cornea, nice set. Hatch hits. Deflected up and out. 5-4. Rich within 1. Some Rebel fans down in front of me excited by that hit and kill for Sydney Hatch, her 7th of the match. Rich set to serve again, trailing by 1 in set number 3, brought to you by Rich County Government, Rebels with a championship cause. Wallenton serves. Back line, a little bit of movement on it. High and outside, Bobcats hit cross court. Tingy with a comprehensive family dental dig. Cornea sets, and Stacy hits it into the middle. Soft touch attack, drops it in front of Tana Franson. And the Rebels tie the score at 5 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Wallenton hits down the line. Franson started right, went back left, overpassed. Franson pushes it right back to the Rebels. And Stacy, Cornea back, dump set to the back corner. Bobcats get there, dig it up, set it up. McKee with a nice dig. Cornea set high and outside. Stacy hit again right into the middle of the defense. Bobcats get it this time. Nice read by Wallenton for the dig. Stacy dumps it over. Passed up high, quick set, misfired, but tipped over the net. Rebels dig, set it up again for Stacy. Hit, and Fisher digs it up. Franson sets. Rebels pass it, not Franson, but Barney sets. Rebel hit is blocked, and Wallenton, after Rich digs it up, just pushes it across. Quick set, tipped over. Tingy diving, comprehensive family dental dig. Wallenton's second touch just off target. Tingy or McKee diving out there to get it, couldn't quite get a hand on it. Even if she'd gotten to it, wouldn't have been able to get enough on it to pass it over on the pancake dig attempt. So Bobcats take a 6-5 lead. Camry Fisher serving. Fisher punches it over. Tingy, good pass. Cornea high and outside for Stacy's hit. Blocked, deflected over the up official and over the net that divides courts 1 and 2. McKenna Stacy with her 5th by my tally. Bear Lake Realty kill of the game, tying the score at 6. Sydney Hatch serves. Passed high by Fisher, set up and touched across. Nice dig by McKee, set high and outside. Stacy slaps it into the middle, and the Bobcats dig it up, set it up, and a quick hit back right corner. Rebels just not ready for it. That quick attack, too fast for the Rebel defense to set up. McKee on the back line was moving left to fill a hole, and the defense hit it back to the Rebels' right. Franson serves. Rebels, Cornea sets it in the middle. Staple, back line. Norris, nice digs. Pass up front, set high and high and outside, Rebel right side. And the hit deflected by the Rebel block to the floor. 8-6, Bobcats lead. And the Rebels take a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well here in the Rich County Government third set on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Jumping right back in, Tingy receives. Good pass. Cornea sets, and Staple hits it right through the block, threads the needle for another McKay Frankham Dental Services precision play of the game. And a Bear Lake Realty kill for Kendall Staple, her 3rd. Rebels within 1. Cornea serves. Bobcats set it up and hit. Nice dig by McKee. Rebels set it up, and Stacy touches it across. Set up, hit in the middle. Wallenton, a comprehensive family dental diving dig. Rich pass it over. Fisher, good pass up front. Dump set. Tingy dives and digs it up. Set again. Stacy hits down the line and in. Bear Lake Realty kill number 6 for McKenna. Stacy ties the score at 8 in set number 3, brought to you by Rich County Government. Rebels with a championship cause. J.C. Cornea serves, drops it almost in. Fisher gets down low to serve receive. Rebels dig and overpass. Bobcats set up again, dump set. Cornea punches it high, and Tingy passes it over with 2 hands on the 3rd touch. Quick set again. Rebels lunge, scramble, dig, and pass it over. Again, the quick set, slapped, blocked on the Rebels side. 9-8. Boy, that quick set with Lexi Griffin up front. No, it's Kaisa Miller up front, and good to see that she's recovered well from a little bit of an ankle twist. She doesn't seem to be showing any tenderness at this point. It doesn't appear. I'm sure it still feels tender. Rebels serve receive off to the side. Cornea into the Rebel bench to keep it alive. Rebels pass it over. Set high and outside. Norris hits back line. Too long and out. 9-9. And give J.C. Cornea a big-time hustle precision play of the game, brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services. She went into the Rebel bench to keep that play alive. Received by Franson on the Stacy serve. Norris pushes down the line. Cornea receives or sets, and McKee sets it over. Quick set into the net. Rebels lead 10-9 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rich takes its first lead of set number 3, and its first lead since winning set 2, 27-26. We're in the Rich County Government 3rd set. Stacy serves long and out. A service error ties the score at 10. Rich with 2 service errors here in the 3rd set and a total of 7 service errors in the match. Not bad for the Rebels. Stacy receives. Cornea passes high, and McKenna passes it over the net with the bump pass. Tapped right back to Rich. Tingy digs. Rich sets it up. Wallenstein back. Cross-court hit. High and outside. The Bobcats go to Norris. Touched across. Cornea digs. Staple hits back corner. Just long. Dang it. 11-10. Bobcats retake the lead. Boy, Staple had the perfect idea. No Bobcats were in that area, but she just touched it a little too strong. Stacy, good pass up front. Cornea high and outside for Wallenstein. AWOL hits it down the line. It's tapped back to the Rebels side in. 2 Rebels were right there hoping, praying, crossing their fingers. It was just out, but no, it's just in. 12-10. Bobcats lead. Rebels need a side out. Going to 15 in this Rich County Government 3rd set. Staple passes it over. Fisher digs up front. Barney sets high, and Norris hits. Stacy with a comprehensive family dental diving dig. Staple pushes back corner, and a lunging dig for Tana Franson to keep it alive. Passed over. Rebels set. McKee high and outside to Stu. Wallenstein hits in there. Coach Norris said that was out. The line judge says it's in. 12-11. Rich down by 1. Wallenstein with her 7th Bear Lake Realty kill of the match. Rich needs a Crawford, Trough, and Randall service ace would be fantastic here. Staple won't get it. Decent pass by Franson. High and outside. Norris hits down the line and out. We're tied at 12 on the Station on Main scoreboard. The Bobcats came into this Saturday morning pool as the number 2 team from Pool C. Rebels won their pool, Pool B. Fisher passes high. Norris passes over. Good opportunity here for Rich. Stapled, good pass. Cornea sets in the middle. Hatch hits, deflected, kept in the air just barely. Fisher passes, and Norris again passes over. Cornea up front. McKee high and outside for Wallenstein. AWOL hits, deflected, and slapped right back to Rich. McKee sets again, this time in the middle. Hatch back corner, got it, no! Just long and out. Boy, that looked perfect. I'm at a very poor angle to say whether that was in or out, so we'll go by the line judges. Perfect angle to make that call. Bobcats get the point and lead 13-12. Bobcats took the first. Rebels took the second. Rich County Government 3rd. Tingy receives. Cornea passes high, and from the 10-foot line, Stacy hits. High dig to the front line. Norris hits down the line. Tingy keeps it alive. Stacy dives almost into the bleachers, but can't keep it alive. And the Bobcats have set match point at 14-12 in the Rich County Government 3rd set. Bobcats with the service. Running jump serve. Tingy couldn't quite get underneath it, and the Bobcats win on an ace, 15-12 in set number 3. Bobcats win 2-1 and take the match. Possible state championship preview here this morning, and Panguitch wins 15-12 in set number 3. Rebels will lick their wounds and get set for South Summit coming up in an hour a little bit more. Well, it is an hour from now at 10:30. We'll have a post-game show coming up, so don't go anywhere. The Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show when we return. This third set has been brought to you by Rich County Government, Rebels with a championship cause. What could be better than a fresh, mouth-watering burger from the Crawford Trough in Randolph? Top it with cheese and thick-cut bacon, or throw in some mushrooms and make it a double. Now we're talking. Add home-cut fries and a creamy shake, and you might just think you're in paradise. With crisp salads and tasty wraps, plus onion rings, perfectly cooked chicken, cold drinks, and silky smooth ice cream, the Crawford Trough is the place to eat and drink at 120 South Main in Randolph.
Success is no accident. It comes from constant hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and learning from failure. Laketown Mayor Burdette Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White encourage the Rich High Rebels to continue to do whatever it takes to succeed in academics, activities, and athletics. The town council and citizens of Laketown celebrate the success of all the students and staff in the Rich School District. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Eddie and Todd Jensen, owners of Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, are proud to support the Rich High Rebels in creating their own path and leaving a trail of success in athletics and in activities, in education and in life. Serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997. Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Established in 1870, Randolph, Utah is home. Home to the Rich Rebels, to hardy people of high character, and to values of dedication, honesty, hard work, education, and respect for self and others. Randolph is also home to friendly folks who love their families, their town, and their neighbors. Count yourself a neighbor whenever you visit Randolph, Utah. Mayor Lynn Weston and the Town Council of Randolph wish the Rich Rebels good luck and invite you to visit anytime.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center and the Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show. Time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. Rich opening the Richfield tournament Saturday morning pool play as the number one team from Pool B after Friday's action. And the Rebels opened up first thing Saturday morning against the Panguitch Bobcats. And Rich jumped out to an early 7-0 lead. But then Panguitch outscored Rich 25-8 the rest of the way and won the first set 25-15. Rich bounced back in set two, trailed 22-14 midway through, but then went on a 5-0 run to get it close. They had a set point, or they trailed at a set point 24-21, climbed back in, tied it at 24. We were tied again at 25 and 26. They cap it at 27, and the Rebels got to 27 first to win set two, 27-26. Ali Wallenstein with a kill to win that second set. Third set, tight from start to finish, but Panguitch pulled away late. It was tied at 12, and then Panguitch scored the final 3 points, including an ace to finish the Rebels off and win 2-1. So the Rebels lose to Panguitch 2-1. Pretty close match other than that first set, which Panguitch pulled away. But 2-1, the Bobcats with the win over the Rebels. So Rich goes 3-0 yesterday and loses its first match of the weekend today against the Panguitch Bobcats. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Just a quick FYI, the Rebels will get back on the court in about an hour to take on the South Summit Wildcats. That one's scheduled for 10:30. South Summit just about to take on the Grand Red Devils, and then South Summit will stay on the court to take on Rich directly following this match, which we're already a little bit behind schedule because this match was supposed to start 4 minutes ago. Either way, the Rebels will take the court to take on South Summit in about an hour from now, and we'll have the match right here on mylocalradio.com, and you can listen at KADQ FM 98.3 as well. Stay tuned. More of the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show coming up. We'll have some Bear Lake Memorial Hospital postgame highlights and stats and the Western Ag Credit Roundup calendar when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
More than 1,300 rural hospitals were evaluated, and for the third year in a row, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital placed in the top 100 for quality as well as best practices and critical access, with a 24-hour emergency department, orthopedics, home health, a residential nursing home, physical therapy, surgical services, family doctors, chemotherapy, dialysis, and more. So, when it comes to your health, make sure you're seen by the best. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care. Back on the Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show, brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. A 2-1 win for the Panguitch Bobcats over the Rebels in that first set, 25-15 in set one. Rich took the second, 27-26, and a close 15-12 victory for Panguitch in set number three. Some post-game highlights and stats brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. That's Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I had McKenna Stacy with 6 kills, Allie Wallenstein with 7, and Sydney Hatch with 7. Staple pitched in with 3, had a couple of blocks. Stacy a block as well, and J.C. Cornea with a pair of kills, maybe more than that. I'm sure I missed a few things here and there. I know I missed a couple of service aces. But overall, a good performance, I think, by Rich. You got to love what you see from Taylor McKee and her hustle, her ability to set when things get a little out of whack. J.C. Cornea, the normal setter, but when Cornea has to dig or she is in a different spot, McKee is a very capable and better than capable setter, and that's a definite positive. She's got a very good on the serve receive, and I think her height and her experience. Ellie Brown, a better blocker in that regard. But, boy, what a luxury to have a player like McKee be able to step in when somebody like Ellie Brown goes down with the injury. The Rebels will, I think, want Brown back because of that blocking ability. That's something that Coach Lamborn mentioned to me earlier this morning, is that not having Brown in there on the block hurts. And you could see that, especially in the first set when Panguitch went on a 14-3 run. About midway through that first set, they were getting hits, and the Rebels just didn't have the block there in time, and didn't have the block where it needed to be, and that's part of not having Ellie Brown there. But overall, I think an encouraging, still a loss, but an encouraging loss for Rich against Panguitch. They know that they can win and hang with Panguitch, and again, that may be a state championship match preview, depending on where these teams end up in the bracket. Rich next will take on South Summit. That'll be about an hour from now, and we'll have the match, a brief pregame show this morning. We'll be back with that in about an hour. Our postgame show continues. Again, postgame highlights and stats brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. A quick Western Ag Credit Roundup calendar when we return here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. When it comes to farming and ranching, it makes good sense to work with a lender who understands finance and agriculture. Western Ag Credit is an independent cooperative owned by the farmers and ranchers who borrow from it. With competitive rates, your loan is tailored to match your business needs. Real estate, livestock, equipment, and operating expenses. When it comes to farming and ranching financing, Western Ag Credit in Evanston is your partner in agriculture.
Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Eddie and Todd Jensen, owners of Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, are proud to support the Rich High Rebels in creating their own path and leaving a trail of success in athletics and in activities, in education and in life. Serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997. Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614. 2-1 victory for the Panguitch Bobcats. They took the first and third set.
The Rebels won the second. In that third set, Panguitch won 15-12. Welcome back to the Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show. This is our final break. We'll wrap this thing up with the Western Ag Credit Roundup calendar. Looking at the rest of today, I should mention first, not shown there on your Western Ag Credit Roundup calendar, but Rich takes on South Summit at 10:30, and then we'll battle Grand at 1:30. Depending on how Rich does in this championship bracket, they'll either drop into the gold bracket in the single elimination tournament this afternoon or the silver bracket, and of course that will be determined by how they do against South Summit and Grand, a couple of 3A teams coming up. Also today here on KADQ, don't miss Wyoming Cowboys football action as Wyoming, coming off a bye week, travels down to sunny San Diego to take on the Aztecs of San Diego State in the SDCCU. That's the San Diego Community Credit Union Stadium. Used to be Aztec Stadium, but of course with sponsors coming in, it's changed. Pre-game's at 7:30 tonight. You can tune in right here on KADQ. Looking ahead to next week, picture retakes all day Tuesday at South Rich Elementary and Rich High School. Rebel Cross Country team travels to the Region Cross Country meet Tuesday at 11 a.m. That's in Murray. Wednesday, the Wyoming Football Cowboys Coaches Show at 7:07 p.m. here on KADQ. Thursday, Rebel volleyball and football teams get back into action with the fall break being next week. The Rebel volleyball team hosts Tabiona Thursday, or is at Tabiona Thursday, while the football team hosts Monticello, a final regular season game of the season for the football team. Then Friday, there's that school city training at 8 a.m. at the Rich High School Computer Lab. And next Saturday, Wyoming Cowboys back in action, hosting New Mexico in the Wyoming Cowboys homecoming game at War Memorial Stadium. Again, don't miss Cowboys football tonight. Pre-game's at 7:30 with kickoff at 8:30. Join Dave Walsh, Kevin McKinney, and the crew tonight on KADQ as the Cowboys get back into action. That's your Roundup calendar brought to you by Western Ag Credit, your partner in agriculture at 848 Front Street in Evanston. You can give them a call at 307-789-9420. That's 307-789-9420. That'll wrap it up for this morning's match against Panguitch. Again, Bobcats took the first 25-15. Rebels took the second on Ali Wallenstein's kill, 27-26. And then Panguitch bounced back for a 15-12 win in set number 3. We'll be back on the air in about an hour when the Rebels take on the South Summit Wildcats. Make sure you keep it tuned here to KADQ and mylocalradio.com. It'll be a separate stream, so tune in on mylocalradio.com about an hour from now. That wraps up our Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. For this morning's camera, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Our producer, Alyssa McDaniel, thanks for being back in the studio bright and early this morning. I appreciate it. Alyssa, thanks so much. Back in the studio this morning. I'm Ryan Steineckert, and thanks for tuning in. We'll talk with you again soon.